So, hello guys, good day. This is going to be your lecture 2 and this is gonna be about analysis and design of singly reinforced beam. Usa kung pasabot atong basta singly, kung positive lang ato ang bending, it is reinforced on one side and that side is typically the tension side. So, pag wingon na pugkag, doon na po siya ka reinforcement, na siya reinforcement sa tension and as well as in the compression, ay na po ang W which will be discussed this Saturday. Okay? So, this is gonna be lecture 2 and once again, I apologize in advance nga short notice ang pag-upload ani and as well as this was supposed to be discussed face to face and medyo saba akong background kay wala ko kadala og headset. I left it at the office as well as I cannot even annotate because I left my drawing tab at the office. So, mo to siya. When we say beams, no, I have distinguished and introduced to you that during class orientation that your um, beams, which is that it is subjected to bending, are primarily analyzed using two design methods. Unsa maning two design methods nga akong pasabot here? These are the working stress method and the strength design method. In the working stress method, beams are designed so that stresses under service load stay within allowable limits. Pretty straightforward, dili ra siya sabton. When you say naman pod strength design method, ang other term na niya, it's formerly called ultimate strength design. It uses factored loads, 'di ba? Unsa may before anang factored loads and how do loads become factored? They are typically from service loads and service loads are multiplied by loading combination. So gina-multiply day ang ato ang service loads og mga factor of safety or safety factors which is the loading combination and it will now become factored loads to ensure that there is safety and at failure. It considers static equilibrium and strain compatibility, determining beam dimensions and reinforcement based on the requirements for strength and serviceability. And kita, based on our code, we do the strength design method. Sige. When you say strength design method, or again, its former name is called ultimate strength design, we are following this certain equation. So, unsa man to siya nga equation nga whenever we design, we analyze, we always abide to this governing equation. Unsa man na siya nga equation? It's phi mn is equals to, it's greater than or equals to mu. So, phi is again your strength reduction factor. Mn, unsa man siya si Mn? It's nominal capacity. And mu is ultimate capacity. Now, sa katong mga nakakuha na og RC, kabalo man na sila nga mu is just also PMN. Both of them are just PMN. But the question is, how do we um design them differently? So PMN is typically designated as your design strength. So when you decide nga kani nga cross section akong gamiton, mo ni nga cross section mo ni ang iyahang width, mo ni iyahang width, no? And we also have butang na to depth, di ba? Depth naman na ito ang ginagamit and as well as reinforcement. So kanang imuhang gi-design kung unsa imong mga reinforcement and actual sizes sa imong beam and what strength will it generate, mao na siya ang ginatawag nga design strength. Now, if we compare it to MU, which is ultimate strength, this is the moment due to factored loads. So, typically, ang other term sa MU is actually actual load or actual moment. Why? Because kaning imo ang certain gidesign nga beam requires a certain amount of strength. And that's the ultimate capacity. 'Di ba? I told you and I mentioned before that whatever you declare should always be less than of what the beam can carry. kita nga structural engineers, kita nga civil engineers, we will not be declaring something nga untop jud. What do I mean by untop? Example kita kung gingon ba nga pagkaya aning butang na to mga 250 ang makaya, mo declare lugar ka nga butang na to mga 213. Oh. 213, you will not be declaring nga ang imong beam is makaya ang 213 kilonewton meter, no? Because that's the unit for moment. Dapat kita structural engineers magbutang ta og allowance, and ang atong i-declare is 200, so that if moabot man, no, nga ang beam is maka butang na to mag carry og 201 load, dili diretso mo collapse imuha structure. So ina na siya, that the 13 that is missing there is what you call as designated as the factor of safety. So again, kung ang if we will put this into words, no, ang imong gidesign is 213, no? 213 ang makaya, pero imuhang gideclare lang is just 200. Similar concept ra po na siya diri nga ang makaya sa imuhang beam is 200 pero nag-design kag 213. Ana lang na siya. So if we have here your beam and butang na to, it carries MN. Unsa man ang MN? It's the nominal capacity. So unsa gani purpose ni strength reduction factor or your phi kani siya? That's phi. So if you have a nominal moment capacity of 110, and then you will put typically no ang atong strength reduction factor especially is 0.9, that unless stated by the code no which will be introduced later on. If you will multiply the nominal capacity with the strength reduction factor, which now becomes your design strength, the resulting value should be 99. So but pasabot di ay nga ang imuhang makaya is 110 pero imong gi-declare is just 99. And when you compare it to the other side, which is the ultimate capacity, say we have here your dead load of 50 kilonewton meter and then LL to be 40 kilonewton meter as well. So that's the moment due to factored loads unsa man na siya, so that you will multiply it with your loading combinations. So after that mahimo na lang siyang MU, which is 124 kilonewton meter. So unsa may tabuan ni, you will be comparing the VMN and your MU or your design strength and ultimate capacity. And unsa ganin ni atong governing nga equation, your design strength should always be greater than or equal your ultimate capacity or your actual moment capacity. So if you will compare 99 and 124, di ba makita nimo nga si design strength is less than your actual moment capacity. So what does it tells us? It tells us nga dili siya okay. So unsa may pwede na to mahimo ani? Kung ang minimum requirement is 124, unsa may pwede mahimo na to ani? We will increase the size or we will increase the number of reinforcement. So mo na siya, so that ang atong makaya sa design, sa ato ang actual nga beam should be greater. So example ma'am, ang imo example 124 man iya and nakakuha kag value butang nato 130, which is mao na imong na-solve nga unsa man new nga design moment. So if you will compare 130 to 124, okay na siya because your design strength now is greater than your ultimate moment capacity. So that means pasado na siya. Kibali ang require sa imong beam is just to carry 124 kilonewton meter and you have designed your cross section into carrying 130. So that means to say that's okay. Kaya pa kay factor of safety nga unom. So again, mo na akong introduce last time no na strength reduction factor. So since moment, actual or combined and actual forces natay range of having it 0.65 and 0.9. So kung shear 0.75, torsion 0.75, bearing 0.65, and the rest is history. So typically kita sa analysis of singly or doubly naara ta diri magamit the moment, actual force, 0.65 to 0.9. Ma'am, I recall you mentioning that typically 0.9 na ang strength reduction factor. Yes, that's true, pero not all the time. It will depend on what zone are we. So, kung naabata siya compression zone, transition zone, or even sa tension control. Katong tension control, which is mao to siya typically ang ato ang gina-designate value for strength reduction factor of having 0.9. Mao to siya typically ang gina-assume as per code. Pero if we are to solve it again, no? Nanatay disparity sa 0.65 to 0.9. Sige. For non-pre-stressed beam with PU less than 0.10 FZ gross area, so your tensile strain shall be at least 0.004. So, how do we interpret this? So, per se, sa atong analysis man god, analysis of in terms of flexure design, no? Flexure man ang atong gina-analyze because yeah, we know that beams are often has lesser capability or strength in terms of tension or flexure. So, mo nang mag-design ta through flexure. Again, modes of design. So, natay tulo actually. So, how do I introduce it to you nga masayon siya sabton? So now, butang nato natay boundary line here and we will designate this as NA. So i-compare nato si team concrete versus kang team steel. So ang first mode of design nga atong ginabuhat is wherein butang nato si concrete, no? We have here your concrete at this side. Butang nato na siya 5 ka players, no? 5 ka players. And now si steel, pila may players ni steel? 5 players concrete versus 2 players of steel. So, what does it tells us? But pasabot nga maunag yun og ka kapoy si 2 players. Kay uno na ni mo 5 imong kalaban, duha dayon dre. So first and foremost, maunag yun og ka kapoy, ma-exhaust yun and mag-yield yun una si steel. And this mechanism or modes of design here, analogy ra ni siya guys ha, para masayon na to siya sabton. This illustration or analogy presented here is what is called as under reinforced design. Unsa may pasabot ana? The tension steel yields first, but pasabot ma-exhaust siya una or ma-attain nimo ang ultimate strength stress sa imuhang steel before the concrete crashes. And the concrete is ductile, so it shows cracks as warning signs. So kabantay mo nga if this is your beam, no? And reinforce siya dira butang nato duwa. And unsa ganito ni una siya ka-fail kay gamay ra man siya og members. So unsa may nahitabo ni bend na siya butang nato ni bend. And unsa may mga early signs ana nga ni bend ang imuhang steel. So naa na siya yung mahimo nga cracks sa concrete. So that means to say nga pag makakita ditag mga cracks sa concrete but pasabot nga ang steel reinforcement ana is um almost at its ultimate stress. So that means to say nga kung ductile ang imuhang concrete, it will show cracks as warning signs. So napatay chances of retrofitting the building, dili siya instantaneous mo collapse, which is actually okay. Kaya nga naman, dili siya diretso mo bigay. And natay early signs and maka-evacuate pa ta. So that's the first mode of design. Now, that 0.004 here or your tensile strain is what is presented in under reinforced design. So but pasabot dapat ma-attain sa aniya nga tensile strain, that is now your under reinforced. What if the second mode of design looks like this? So nana po kayo neutral axis here and then concrete versus steel and you have again your concrete and pila naman ka players ang concrete. Butang na to, limang gyapon. And pag abot kang steel, pila na may iyahang players? That's 5. So this analogy here nga si concrete 5 ka players and 5 pod si steel. This is an example of a mode of design wherein it is called the balanced design. And what is a balanced design? The tension steel yields, no, ni yield or na-attain nato ang ultimate stress ni steel, and si concrete ni crush pod siya at the same time. So ganahan ba ta mag-inana? Dili dapat ta ganahan mag-design og inani kay nagdungan og yield imong concrete and steel. And what would happen if concrete crashes the same time with your tension as it yielded? What would now happen? Your concrete structure will automatically collapse. Di na ka matagaag time nga what? Maka-evacuate. Now, the last mode of design presented here, similar concrete versus steel, two players na si concrete and 5 si steel. So kakaganiya balance 5-5. So head on head talaga. Head on gud sila kay pareho man sila players. Now, baliktad na pud atong scenario, duha na pud ka concrete and then 5 na pud kay steel. And this is mode of design is now called over reinforced design. So sa over reinforced design, the concrete crushes first before the steel yields. So but pasabot na exhaust na tog una si concrete and mobigay siya una. So of course pag magbigay ang concrete usa na may nabilin ang steel, skeleton na lang nabilin. So that means to say that your concrete is brittle, and take note, there is no warning signs. And you know that it is an immediate collapse. So disgrasya ang may tabo. So these are the three modes of design when we are designing our strength design. And typically, as structural engineers, we do or we prefer doing it under reinforced design, because we wanted to check that the steel have yielded first before we utilize the strength of the concrete, because again concrete is known as very brittle, dali ra gyud na siya mag-crack. So at least kung nag-yield na atong steel and ni-crack ang atong concrete, naatay signs nga ay dili na ni siya pwede bay, so need na ta mag-retrofitting mo na siya. Additional information kani siya, your D over V or your depth over beam width must be within 1.5 to 2 ang ratio nilang duwa, or the depth over beam ratio must be around 1.5 to 2 to achieve an economical beam section. Pero it doesn't, what if ma'am ang mo ang depth to beam is ni 2.1 na siya, does that mean dili na pwede? No, pwede na siya, pero if you are trying to achieve the economical side of it, so mag-maintain lang tag 1.5 to 2. So where D is the effective depth and B is the beam width. And deflection calculations are not required if the actual beam depth is greater than the minimum beam depth. So this is your equation or code based on NSCP. So kung simply supported siya, no? So that's L over 16, and typically naka mm ni siya guys. So butang na to kung L here is per se it's gonna be 5 meters. Kung 5 meters na siya, so that's 5,000 divided by 16. So butang na to 5,000 divided by 16. The minimum height of your beam should be around 312.5. So, makuha na ibutang na lang nato ni 325. Minimum height. Dili na siya ang depth ha, minimum height na siya. So, again, kung 3, butang na 325, so kuhaan pa na nimo siya og effective concrete cover. So, mo na din to iyahang depth. And napon siya yung mga limitations here. It says that if ang imuhang yield strength is 420, so, it will use this equation kaning 0.4 plus Fy 700. Oh. So, unsa may pasabot ana? So, example, your equation is na to 5,000 divided by 16. Now, since your yield strength is 420, so you will have to multiply it with 0.4 plus 420 divided by 700. So this is now your minimum age. So that's be karon sa danan to ni oh, that's 5,000 divided by 16, and it's not times. Alay sakto dai sa multiplied. Sakto shall be multiplied by. So that's times 0.6. Butang nato ning parenthesis guys kay ang nitabo ani kang 0.4 na siya na multiply. Oh, ana. So this is 312.5 yapon. So sa may nabago wala. Pero the gist is there. So if ever man ma-encounter ninyo nga 420 and ipa-compute sa inyo minimum age, i-check ninyo. So yeah, ano siya. Next is dito ni balik the strength reduction factors. So strength reduction factors man good natay compression control section. Unsa man ni siya? It is a cross-section in which the net tensile strain in the extreme tension reinforcement at nominal strength is less than or equal to compression-controlled strain limit. Dali rin siya sabton. Now, if you compare it to compression-controlled strain limit, it is a net tensile strain at balanced strain condition. And lastly, if tension-controlled section na imuhang section, it is a cross-section in which the net tensile strain in the extreme tension steel at nominal strength is greater than or equal to 0.005. So, kita na mo inani nga figure. So, sa katong mga wala pa kakita, so this is an illustration of the strength reduction factor. So, putang na to diri ang ato ang strength reduction factor 0.6575 and 90, and we have three different zones, that tension, transition, and the compression no siya, compression control. So dali ra ni siya nga table, dali I mean figure sabton. Now since natay tulo ka zone, unsa man ni tulo ka zones na to guys, so natay tension control, so typically atong tensile strain should be equal to 0.005. So if that's the case, typically ang atong gamiton diri nga strength reduction factor tanawa asa siya ni intersect. So kung dira iyahang intersection, so that means to say your strength reduction factor should be assumed as 0.90. Mao na siya. That's 0.90 imuhang strength reduction factor kung tension controlled. Check oh. Now, if you are in the compression control, under naman siya compression control, your tensile strain is equals to ETY. And, unsa may pasabot ana, diri na po na siya mo intersect ay. Diri na siya tama. So, that's 0.65. So, now, it tells us that your compression control would have a strength reduction factor of how much? 0.65. Ano na siya? Now, you notice that I actually used here another line na naputay another line. So unsa may um mechanism ana, that is the transition zone, and it should have a tensile strain of 0.004. Now ma'am, unsa naman pod iyahang strength reduction factor? So your strength reduction factor can be obtained using this equation. Yun. So that's 0.65 plus 0.5 E sub T minus E sub Ty over 0.005 minus E sub Ty. Ma'am, kataas, i-memorize na siya. Yes, you can memorize this one. Pero you notice that from compression control, the behavior going towards your tension control, dun sa may siya tawag ani. Diba, this is in linear form. So, kung linear form man gani na siya and you wanted to find the zone wherein asa siya located, so you can actually maximize your calculator of doing the mode 3-2. So, mode 3-2 katong mode stat linear, di ba? And that would eliminate the requirement nga mag-memorize pa ka ni. Pero it's good that you can memorize this one. Pero if dinalian na siya nga scenario, butang na to board exam na siya, mo 3-2 na lang yun na. Basta na siya sa transition. Pero I tell you, disclaimer guys, typically, nagin siya tension control ang imuhang singly, imong mga design. Promise. And then here is ETY is equals to 0.002. So asa na siya gikan nga katong nga graph illustration diri na siya gikan nga table as per NSCP. So katong equation nga akong gi-highlight kaganiha mo ni siya. Katong naa diri nga side, di ba? 0.65 for compression controlled and 0.9 for tension controlled. And for your transition control katong equation nga akong gi-introduce, di ba mo ni siya 0.65 plus 0.25 and etc. And again, this one here can be obtained by mode 3 to. So, butang na to, mode 3 to. Ano lang siya? Na naka X and Y. So, ang pangutana, unsa naman po ibutang sa X and Y. So, dira nato na siya mabawan sa examples. Okay? Now, sa design assumptions for concrete. If this is your cross-section, butang na to, this is your cross-section. And this is the reinforcement. This is your depth, di ba? So, you have here a line. Ano siya ang ginatawag na stress strain diagram, guys. And the upper portion here, again, this is the stress strain designated at epsilon T, no? Tensile strain. Maximum strain at the extreme compression fiber shall be assumed equal to 0.003. Now, manin nato siya makita. Dili na siya makita sa taas. So, that's 0.003. Diba? If this is a positive bending, dili imong tension, this is compression. So, ana siya, as per code, ang maximum strain daw at extreme compression fiber should be equal to 0.003. So, dira siya. Now, the upper portion here, this line here is your neutral axis, diba? Now, this top portion here is your C or your distance from the compression fiber going towards your neutral axis. Diba? Mao na siya ang simplest definition na to sa C. Kabantay mo atong MY, diba? MY over I, or diba ang other term sa Y is C? Mao ni siya nga C. That is the distance from the extreme compression fiber. Nganong fiber man na siyang term. Pero ba, kani siya nga portion if this is assumed to be a positive bending. Compression jud ang nasa taas. So, that's the compression fiber. And the distance from there going towards your neutral axis, that's your C here. Or your distance coming from the extreme compression fiber. Now, this distance here is now called D minus C. Kaya diba, this strain here, coming towards there and going to here, is your effective depth. So, since, gikuhaan naman nila ito, value sa C here, sa taas, this is now, the remaining now is D minus C. And strain and reinforcement and concrete shall be assumed directly proportional to the distance of the neutral axis. So, kung magkadako ang imong strain sa imong reinforcement, magkalayo po ang distance padulong sa imuhang neutral axis. Ana lang siya. So, again, atay tulo ka timailhan. Unsa man na siya? The balance, the compression, and the tension control. Sa balance control, guys, ang atong equation, ana, so your tensile strain is equals to epsilon T sub Ty is now can be obtained rather by the ratio of your yield strength all over the ES. Unsa man si ES? It's your modulus of elasticity of steel, 'di ba? That's 200 MPa or 200,000 MPa or 200 GPa. Now, pag moingon na pugka compression controlled, E sub T should be less than or equal to E sub Ty, and your tension control should always be greater than, your tensile strain should always be greater than 0.005. So, how do we do ratio and proportion by looking at the strain diagram? That is 0.03, kani siya, di ba? And then, what's the vertical, di ba, C? So that's over C is equals na po na siya nimo sa unsa diri na pod. That's E sub T or your tensile strain mo na siya. Equals na po na nimo siya sa tensile strain and unsa naman po ni siya nga distance diri pa ubos. That's D minus C. Mo na siya. I-notice katong gi-highlight nga color mao na siya ang iyahang behavior. Now, that's the governing equation on how you would be able to get the value of your tensile strain. Diba? Kay mo man ni siyang i-check if naa siya ani nga zone. Diba? Actually, na siya shortcut pod, other formal. And how do we determine if your your structure or your beam is in what zone? So actually we can do the actual computation of your actual stress, steel stress or F sub S. And it has this equation of 600 Fs is equals to 600 D minus C all over C. So unsa may gamit ani niya ma'am? This is used to check whether your certain design or analysis is in these specific zones. So natay timalahan later ha. Now, nara diri akong pasabot if unsa siya na zone. If your actual stress is less than 1000 MPa but is greater than your yield strength, butang na to 420, and then imong nakuha is butang na to is 800, and then it's less than 1000 MPa. So that's now you can say that it's in transition zone. What happens now if imuhang compression controlled na pud siya if your actual stress is less than your yield strength? So butang to kung 420 imuhang yield strength, no, less than pag na, so probably 415 ana. So you can say that it's actually compression controlled. Now if your yield strength is greater than 1000 MPa, or your actual stress rather is greater than 1000 MPa, so may pasabutan na FS na siya ha. FS na siya. So if your FS is now greater than 1000, what does it tells us? It is actually telling us that it's tension control. So nganong importante man mabaw-an nato kung unsa siya zone? Because para dili na kamo agi og taas nga computation sa ilahang sa tawag gani, mag-solve pa kag tensile strain, mag-solve pa ka sa epsilon ty para mabaw-an nimo kung unsa nga strength reduction factor imong gamiton. Mo rin na itong ana. So again, this is FS ha, F sub S or your actual stress, steel stress. Okay. Continuing this stress strain diagram, muna po siya imong stress, no? You have here, divide, this is your maximum compressive strength. And concrete stress of 0.85 FC prime shall be assumed uniformly distributed over an equivalent compression zone bounded by edges of the cross-section and aligned parallel to the neutral axis at a distance A from a fiber of maximum compressive strain, which is calculated by this equation. So, A di ay, man to. A is equals to beta sub 1 times C. Unsa man ning C diri? C is this portion here. So, but pasabot, mas gamay di ay ang ato ang compression block or depth of stress block, or unsa pa other term ani, witness, stress block, basta kay depth of compression block. That's designated as A. And beta 1 can be obtained by basing on your FC prime. So, values of B sub 1, aman siya makuha. Diri na siya nga table. So, kung imuhang compressive strength is within the range of 17 and 28, so automatically, 0.85 imong beta 1. Now, if your butang na to, your FC prime is within this range of um 28 and 55. So, kanina po siyang equation imong gamiton. And, if your FC prime is greater than 55, so, kanina po nga beta imong gamiton. So, typically, tagaan ta mog notice, moro gyud ni siya. Pero naayan ni siya instances nga makagamit ka ning yun. So, dapat gyud ni siya memorize on. So, again, magbase ang imong beta 1 here sa imong FC prime. Diri ka maglantaw. And that is the basis in getting the depth of stress block or your compression block. Mo ni siya nga diagram here. So, witness rectangular stress diagram. If this is 0.85 FC prime, this is now your distance A. So, if you notice, mas mubo gyud siya ni C. Because you are only attaining thus 85% of your compression stress, di ba? So, ang tunga ana, mo na si located si compression, which has an equation of 0.85 FC prime A B W. Kung ako W ni siya ginagamit, beam width na siya. So, that's 0.85 FC prime. Then A, which is your depth of stress block or compression block or witness stress block. And then multiply it by the beam width. And then, i-counter na siya sa imong tension reinforcement, which has an equation of ASFY. Unsa man na siyang ASFY? That's the area of steel reinforcement multiplied by your yield strength. Kanin, di ba? Mana siya. So that, maka-attain kag equilibrium. So, kung unsay mo reinforcement diri sa tension bar, i-equate ra po na siya sa imong compression bar para na siya sa equilibrium. So, equate na nimo nga C is equals to T. Mo na siya. And the distance coming from your tension going towards your compression, that is now, the lever arm is now D minus A over 2. Because tunga man ani, and this is effective depth. Kuhaan lang nimo half sa A, which is kanina na. Muna na siyang A over 2. Muna siya. That's nominal capacity. So, balance condition, nasa equations, guys. Wala na ako nag-derive kay basig ma-overwhelm na mo ba? Equation na lang diretso akong ipanghatag. So, using the strain diagram, ata equation, guys, that's 0.003 over C, and another diagram, it's 0.003 plus E sub T all over effective depth, which is mo na ni siyang triangle, ratio and proportion. Smaller triangle, big triangle. So, if this is C balance, and this is, change that into Fy over ES, di ba kay, mo man na siya atong EY, basta sa balance condition, mo na siya. Simplify that, ano ni ato ang governing equation under C balance. That is 0.003 times your effective depth all over 0.003 plus E sub Ty. And then another equation is 600B all over 600 plus Fy. And that is the yielding strain. Ay, tuod ba? Kani kay tensile strain, kani siya is yielding strain na siya. Para sa katong naglibog. Okay. Steel ratio. We have this equation, derive ra gyapon na siya. That's rho is equals to AS over BD. So, ang other formula ni transpose lang kung magkuha ka sa imong steel reinforced as area of steel reinforcement or AS is just rho BD or PBD. Ano siya? Other equations, di ba kay after getting the actual steel ratio, kuhaan nimo, i-check nimo si kuan, rho mean ana. And then unsa ganitong nasa code, ang nasa code tells us kung unsa greater ana nilang duwa, mo na siya ang gamiton. So, plug in nimo, i-check nimo si rho mean here, plug in gyapon nimo si rho mean here. Choose the bigger value. And actually nakoy ti mailan na ni if ang isa is greater than ang imong FC prime is greater than 31.36 kani dyan na always ang mo govern. Pero if imong FC prime is less than 31.36 kani po na per me ang mo govern. So dali ra kay ninyo tanawon ba nga pag tanaw ninyo inyong FC prime is 28 butang na to 28 imong FC prime automatically kani dyan na mo govern per me promise. Basta greater lang siya. I mean, less than die sa 31.36 MPa. So, aham na siya gikan, ma'am. Dili na siya gikan nga code. Minimum area, kuan po ni siya. Natawagan na, minimum area of steel reinforcement. Ang difference lang nila is, wala ka nag-multiply sa imuhang beam width og depth. Pero similar na sila. Now, napo tayo maximum steel ratio, guys. It's 3 over 8. Quantity 0.85 FC prime beta 1 all over Fy. This is used when your tensile strain is 0.005 or in other words, na siya sa tension control. That's T over TC. That's tension control. And this is also the formula for the raw balance 0.85 FC prime beta 1 all over Fy, quantity 600 all over 600 plus Fy. This is now in balance condition. So, raw balance din na siya. And napo siya other instance wherein imuhang gamiton is 3 over 7. Unsa man na siya? That is when your tensile strain is equals to 0.004 or you are in the transition. So, sa pang mga other formulas nga involve aning analysis and design of singly. So, Rn or coefficient of resistance is equals to mu all over phi bd squared. So, phi here is typically 0.90. Rn is coefficient of resistance. So, napa siya other equation that's rho Fy minus rho squared Fy squared all over 1.7 Fc prime. And the pinakataas nga equation that's actual steel ratio that's 0.85 Fc prime all over Fy quantity 1 minus square root of 1 minus 2 Rn all over 0.85 Fc prime. And your design strength or actual strength, design strength, can be obtained using this equation. So, mu, di ba? Kaya kung that's just PMN. And PMN is can be obtained by using C or T. Pwede ka mag 0.85 FC prime AB here. Multiply din mo sa lever arm nga D minus A over 2. Or pwede po ka mag ASFY quantity D minus A over 2. So, any sa ilang duwa, ma-obtain ninyo ang same answer. So, natin mga steps lang no guide para mag-solve ta. Kung sa analysis of, sa mga analysis ng mga problems sa singly, always mo equate first ang compression ug tension and mo assume jud ka always nga ang imuhang steel ni yield. Second is kwaon nimo ang value sa A ug sa C. Unsa gatong A, that's the stress block, and C is the distance from the extreme compression fiber going to your neutral axis. Now, you have to check your steel ratios. So, steel ratios, daghan. Because, kwaon nimo si steel ratio, tapos, kwaon nimo so minimum ratio, minimum steel ratio, and then si maximum steel ratio. And, i-check nimo if natuman ra ba nga imuhang minimum steel ratio is less than your steel ratio, and then your steel ratio should be less than as well the maximum. After that, you have to check if the steel truly yields or not through the method 1. It could be strain diagram technique katong lantawon nimong ratio and proportion, or pwede pud ka magamit sa actual steel stresses katong itong Fs is equals to 600 quantity D minus C over C. And then, i-compare nimo if dako siya sa 1,000 and i-compare nimo siya sa Fy. So, if dako siya sa 1,000, automatically, nga naana ka sa tension control. So, if the steel does not yield, so use T is equals to ASFS when Fs is equals to 600 quantity D minus C all over C. Reperform the C is equals to T. So, balik ka pinakasugod. Next is use the appropriate reduction factor and solve for the strength reduction. I mean, your design strength. Ano lang siya. If mag-design na pug ka, magkuha sa jud ka sa imong factored moment if possible. Kuha mo si coefficient of resistance or your Rn, kuha mo ang still ratio using this equation ni siya. And then compare it to the rho minimum. Then kuha mo si area of steel reinforcement by using this equation. AS is equals to rho BD. Ano siya? Pwede rin na rho is equals to ASBD, pero ang akong ginagamit kay since kuhaan man ako ang reinforcement, it's just AS is equals to rho BD. Transpose ra na kay mura na siya. Then determine the number of bars required by this equation. N is equals to AS all over AB. So AS here is your area of steel reinforcement divided by the area per bar. So, butang na to, 25 mm. So, kuhaan nimong area per bar. Ano siya? So, natin mga summary of formulas. So, akong ipamutang dream. Ano akong gingon kaganiha? Kung ang imong FC prime is greater than 31.36 MPa, always yun na mo govern kani nga rho minimum. Pag less than siya, always kani ang mo govern. Ana. So, muna siya, compression block, natay mga line equation ha. Dayon, ano pa ba? Still ratio. Nara. Rho maximum. Tension controlled o transition. Rho balance. Ratio and proportion. Actual stress. Tension reinforcement index. Coefficient of resistance. And then moment capacity. Mga ba importante? So, let's try solving example number 1. For the beam shown in the figure, if FC prime is equals to 28 MPa and Fy is for 20 MPa, determine the steel ratio, minimum steel ratio, and the maximum steel ratio. Determine the design moment capacity of the beam in kilonewton meter. So, naano siya figure given. So, kabalo data nga iyahang reinforcement kay tulo katag 36 mm bars and naa siya effective concrete cover to be 75 and then imuhang beam width is 305 and your height is 460. Kuhaon na to si steel ratio minimum o maximum and mag-design ta sa moment capacity. Kuhaon na to si FEMN. So nana siya D. So that's 385. So yun sa pagkuha sa effective depth. That's 460 minus 75. That's 385. Diba? And then steel ratio unsa equation is steel ratio. That's equals to rho is equals to AS over BD. And since kabalo man ta unsay AS because we know that there are 336 mm bars. So plug in. That's pi over 4 36 squared times 3 because tulo man na nga tag 36 mm bars all over your base times your depth. That's 385. And naka-answer nga 0.02600. Sa minimum steel ratio, unsa may FC prime na to ani be? 28. So that is way below 31.36. So automatically ang katong ikaduha din nga steel ratio ang mo govern. Pero i-check na to para makita gyud ninyo nga tinuod. So plug that in, that's 0.25 square root of FC prime or 28 all over 420 na siya may yield nga answer to be 0.00315. And comparing that to 1.4 over 420, na siya answer nga 0.00333. So, if you would compare, di ba, always choose the bigger value. So, kasi mas dako, 315 or 333. So, mas dako si 333. So, this is what will govern sa minimum. So, di ba, unsa to kung gingon, pag ang FC prime is less than 31.36, automatically si second equation ni row minimum ang mo govern. So, which is true. Di ba? So, nana kay steal ratio, nana po kay minimum steal ratio. Unsa nalay kulang maximum steal ratio? Sa maximum steal ratio, assume ta nga naata sa tension control, and that has an equation of 0.85 at 3 over 8, 0.85 FC prime 28. Now, your beta nganong 0.85 na di ba sa table, na di ba na sa table nga ang imuhang beta is dependent on your FC prime. That's 15 to 28, I guess. So 0.85. Simplify na kay makuha nga 0.01806. Sa steal ratio, mo ni siyang answer. Minimum steal ratio, mo ni siyang answer. And your maximum steal ratio has this answer. So, mo to siyang answer. So, that's example number 1. Now, 1.1. Now, sa 1.2 na po ta, determine the design moment capacity of the beam. I-check na to, akwaon na to ang FIBN. Using the strain diagram sa ta first. Sa strain diagram, we know that this is tensile strain and that is 0.003 at your compression fiber. This is C and this is D minus C. That's 385 minus C. So, equate na to si CNT compression and your tension. Diba? And compression has this equation of 0.85 FC prime AB is equals to ASFY. Diba? Butang na akong W para dili libog. Now, since you are interested in getting A, because that is the depth of your stress block, and this is always assuming that the steel has yielded, baka baluta nga stress block is equals to beta times C, right? So, ato lang na siyang i-expound para ang atong makuha value is just actually letter C. So, kuan sa nato sa AS para dili kay tanto taas atong equation. That's pi over 4, 36 squared times 3. That is 972 pi mm squared. That's mm squared because this is area. Nalimot lang na og butang square. Pero anyways, plugging that in, that's 0.85 times 28. Quantity 0.85 C, which is what you are interested in, or the distance coming from your extreme compression fiber going towards your neutral axis. Beam width, that's 305, is equals to AS, area of your steel reinforcement, that's 972 pi mm squared, multiplied by FY, that's 420. Shift solve that, na kay ma-obtain nga 207.86. Ratio and proportion ta, gamit ang katong diagram, that's 0.003 all over C, which is 207.86, is equals to tensile strain, which is the unknown, all over 385 minus 207.86. Simplify na kay tensile strain of 0.0025566. And isa buhay or your yield strain, ay dili siya mao, is equals to Fy all over ES. That's 420 MPa all over 200,000 MPa or 200 GPa. So that is this equation. So EY is now equals to your yield strain, which is 0.00210. Right? So if you would compare, your tensile strain is greater than EY, so that means to say that it's now okay. And take note that your tensile strain is less than 0.005. So we can now say that it is transition controlled. So automatically, you will be getting the strength reduction factor through this equation. So, add those values na naman po ni siyang mga values na natay tensile strain, di ba? That's 0.0025566. And then you also have the yield strain, design yield strain die. That is 0.00210. Simplify na kay strength reduction factor nga 0.6894. Diba? This is just the first method using the strain diagram. What about if we will utilize another one? This is now your reduction factor ha. Gi-highlightan nako para maklaro. Now, if atong gamiton is Caltech na pod, how do we do that? Diba, always ka magkuha sa imong actual stress. That's 600 D minus C over C. So that's 600, 385 minus 207.86 all over 207.86. So nakamakuha nga 511.32. So if you would compare that, your Fs is within this limit. 420, di ba? Ang imuhang yield strength. Tapos, less than po siya sa 1,000 ang imuhang 511. So, automatically, naade ka sa transition controlled. And, we can actually use mode 3.2. So, sa mode 3.2, pwede ta mo gamit o value sa imong FY o sa imong FS. FY o kaning 1,000. Butang na to 0.65 o 0.9. So, how do we do that? Narigay guys ay. So, butang na to otro. Okay, wala man ni. So, press mode tapos 3 tapos 2. 0.65 that's for the compression controlled and then 0.9 for the tension controlled. Now, unsa may equivalent nila nga yield strength? That's 420, di ba? And then, how about the 0.9? That's 1,000. Mo na siya ang maximum. So, what you're gonna do is, na naka-ani nga table, say next, press CA, apps, then 8 regression. And then now, you press 4, which will generate your XHAT. That's XHAT. And pila man imong ibutang sa imuhang XHAT, that's your value for your FS, which is 511.32. And this should be the same value sa imong strength reduction factor nga 0.6894. Right? No? Check na to ha. Diba? Same ra siya. So, if this is your strength reduction factor using your Caltech, same ra gyapon na siya dira. So, that means to say, pwede ra dili na to ma-memorize tong isa sa transition control. Pwede ra Caltech. No? Sa butang na to, sa mga nakakasyo, I will try to open my Casio ha. Wait lang. I will try to open this Casio. I-hide sana ko si Canon ha. For a while. Casio. Okay, nigawas na no? Wala siya. Okay. So, sa Casio na pod, how do we do that in Casio? Similar lang siya. Pero wala may apps, no? So, lahi lang siya. Butang na to, mode 3.2 gyapon. Mode 3.2, that is 0.65, 0.9. And then, that is 420 and 1,000. Now, press AC, tapos shift 1, na nataw stat. Shift 1. Makita na ba dira sa inyo, ano? Makita ra. Shift 1. So, na kay 5 regression here. 5 regression and you press 4 for the XHAT. So, similar na gyapon kay ibutang 511 point, pila to? 32. 2. So that should still yield the same answer. So if i-on ako otro si Canon, on na to si Canon otro. Padaplin sa nato ni si kasut lang. Oh, di ba? If imong i-compare ang duwa, same na sila answer. O tanaw gani. Right? So they do have the same answer. So that's 511.32, 0.689. So same lang sila. So mo to siya, kani siya nga prompt guys is for Canon. So katong akong gipakita kaganiha. Again ha, that's shift 1, shift stat, dayon 5, dayon press 4. Mo na siya ang for Casio, for 511.32. Ana siya. I-hide na ako siya. So anyways, so we're not yet done kay strength reduction factor patawon to tong nakuha. We know that this is the equation for design moment capacity. As long as na kay AS, na kay FY, na kay D og A, na naman tayo na-obtain nga A, right? Or kung wala pa tayo na-obtain, na naman tayo C goods ra. So, multiply lang nato na siya with 0.85. Nominal capacity, di ba? That is, butang lang sa nato si nominal capacity pa to ang gikuan kani pang sa sulod sa equation, wala pa na multiplyan og strength reduction factor. That is AS, which is 972 pi mm squared na siya guys ha. Mm squared, then 420 your FY, D is effective depth to be 385, and then minus A, asa man nagikan si A, di ba? You know that A is equals to unsa man? Beta. Beta 1 times C. And since na naman tayo C, that's that's 207.86. Then kabalot nga atong beta is 0.85 mo na ni siya. So the 0.85 to 207.86 mo din na si A all over 2 dayon. So simplify na kay 380.47 kilonewton meter. So how do you do that in your calculator? So na ako'y wala gibutang dira ha. Kuan lang nako kanang mag-divide pa ka og something para ma-obtain mo na siya. Always og 1,000 squared. So that is 972 pi. Tapos that is 420. That's 385 minus 0.85 times 207.86. And then lastly is you divide it with ayaw niya mapindot. Patrato. Dayon equals, dayon don't forget to divide it to 1,000 squared. So that's 380.47. So inara lang siya. And if you will shift store that, store na to siya sa A para dali ra later. Design moment capacity, you will just have to multiply it with your strength reduction factor. So pila to strength reduction kaganiya? Gusto na ko i-utro ha. 0.65 para ma-store na ko 0.9, and that is pila to 420 and 1,000 ko na to siya outro ups 8 4, that's 511.32. Shift store B na po ni na to. Shift store B, sorry nawala man, dili day maka shift store B. Buntang na lang to. Balik na sa 1. Sorry. Mode 1 sa ta. Then answer. Wala man ba basta kay sige ana na lang. Balik na lang dili precise value. Wala na store That is 0.6894 ana na lang. So that's 262.30. Kita ninyo? That's 262.30. So that's the final answer for this problem. Example number 2. So sa example number 2 na pod, analysis gyapon ni siya. A reinforced concrete rectangular beam has dimensions of the following. base times height 350 by 450 and is reinforced by 520 diameter arranged shown below. So na siya distances nga 25 ana, and is reinforced by 520 diameters. FC prime is 32 and then your FY is 415. Clear concrete cover is 50. So determine the effective depth, compute the depth of the rectangular compression block, that's A. What else? Compute the distance from the neutral axis, that's C. And then determine the ultimate moment capacity. So parera na siya sa FEMN. So start ta sa effective depth. So take note na dili ka makaingon nga ang effective depth nimo is dire padulong dire, because you would notice nga dili equivalent og numbers imong bars. So unsa bay pwede na to mahimo na asa located si effective depth, guys? So effective depth is actually somewhere here, kanang nay orange. So this is now your effective depth. How do we obtain the effective depth? You can actually utilize it using unsa man, nagbutang pa kong mga values diri kay nakulang 50 clear cover, tapos mo ni siya si distance y. Magbutang tag reference access sa ubos. We can actually use the Varignon's theorem. And di ba unsay equation na niya? Total area, then barred y, this is to the y, summation of the area times distance. So simplify. Di ba that's pi over 4 20 squared times 5 kay 5 man ni sila kabok. Area total, di ba? Total area. And the barred y, which is here, is equals to dirita sa first layer. So pila may distance ani centroid nila. So that is tulo di ba na sila kabuok. So that's pi over 4 20 squared. Now tulo man na sila kabuok sa first layer. So that is times 3. Asa man gikan atong distance. So that is from the reference axis, that's 50, and then half aning bar, which is ang bar di ba is 20 So that's 20 over 2. Plus pag yun ka, summation man ni sa 2. So napay second layer. Sa second layer, 2 na lang na sila. So that's pi over 4, 20 squared times 2. Now the distance na pod. Unsa naman po yung distance ana? So that's 50 plus kag isa ka bar, which is 20 ang distance, plus 25 plus 20 over 2. Taman diri. O, ito nga. So, shift solve this, na kayo makuha nga barred y to be 78 Nganong kinahanglan man na siya para makuha na to si effective depth. That's 450 minus 78. And our effective depth now is 372 So, next problem. Compute the depth of the rectangular compression block. So, that is the A. C is equals to T. Compression is equals to tension. That's 0.85 FC prime A, which is the unknown, times beam width, is equals to ASFY. So, that is 0.85 times FC prime. Pila may FC prime nimo? Diba 32? That's 32 multiplied by the unknown, and beam width is 350. Is equals to AS, 5 man ni sila kabok. So, that's pi over 4, 20 squared times 5. Then, FY here is actually 415. Narao. So, shift solve na kay makuha nga A to be 68.47. And that's the final answer for problem number 2.2. Next is, same na lang. Kwaon nimo si neutral axis distance from the compression fiber. And kabaluman ta nga A is equals to beta times C. And transpose lang na to, isolate lang na to si C. So, kung pila imong value sa A, na naman tayo value sa A, divide lang na nimo siya sa beta. Ang pangutana, unsay beta? So, take note, value sa tong beta using this table. So, ang atong basihan, di ba, is ang FC prime. Pila may FC prime na to? 32. So, naaba siya diri nga range? 17 less than 28? Wala. Dili siya pwede kay 32. So, naa siya diri nga range sa ikaduha. 28, 32, 55. So, but pa sa bot, we will be utilizing this equation here to solve the beta 1. Dili ka diretso moingon nga, 0.85. Because your FC prime now here is actually 32. Right? So, sa may mahitabuan ni, solve ka. Since FC prime is 32, solve ka gamit ang kanang equation. 0.85 minus 0.05, 32 minus 28. Then all over 7, na kayo ma-obtain nga 23 over 28. So, plug in. 68.47 all over 23 over 28 na kay value for your depth of the, distance from the neutral axis to the extreme compression fiber in concrete. That's 83.55. Notice that mas dako gid always si distance to neutral axis kang compression block. Kay mas layo biya siya. And that's for problem number 2.3. For 2.4, ultimate moment capacity na ta. Mao gyapon ni para shorter lang atong solution. Check nato if asa siya na zone. Actual stress, that's 600 times d minus c over c. Plug in na imong mga equation. Agi kasi 372. Mo ni imong effective depth nga na-solve ganiha. Minusan nimo sa y sa Brignon's theorem. And then plug in mo si c, that's 83.55. That is now 207.7.86. And sa ganito siya, ahanan to siya i-compare diri. 'Di ba? Notice that it is actually greater than 1,000. Katong typo ka ganiya, dili to FY ha, FS to siya. So that should tell us that is actually tension controlled. Pag tension controlled, ang imuhang strength reduction factor ana should be 0.9. So, nanakay strength reduction, nanakay AS, wala pa tayo AS, dali naman na siya i-solve. So, that's 0.9 pi over 4, 20 squared, 5 ka bars, times FY, pila, 415. Quantity 372, which is your effective depth, minus A, which is 68.47 all over 2. And then, don't forget to divide it with 1,000 squared, and you will be obtaining 198.16 kilonewton meter as your final answer for problem 2.4, which is the ultimate moment capacity. Okay? Now, for example number 3, let's try to read. This is now an example of design problems o design of singlet. Kato kagani analysis patutanan. Karon mag-design na taon sa difference na analysis, mag-analyze lang kung ano mo sa MU. Pag mo yung pag-design, kuwaon na nimo ang number of bars, mga na nga mga problems. So, a reinforced concrete beam has a width of 300 and an effective depth of 618. Compression reinforcement, if requirement na siya ha, if required, kinahanglan, so that means to say, if dili man makaya pag singli, dubli na siya, will be placed at D prime is equals to 60 mm. FC prime is actually 28 MPa and FY is 415 and use 2015 NSCP and naa siya strength reduction factor nga flexure is 0.9 and at ultimate conditions. Now, calculate for the steel ratio of the balance section. Kuhaan po nato si maximum steel ratio at the tension control, that's 3 over 8. And if the beam is to support a bending moment of 240 and from dead load and 195 from live load, determine the required design flexural strength of the section. And if the beam is to support a bending moment of 240 from dead load and 195 from live load, determine the number of 28 mm bars required as tension reinforcement. So, given, summarize nato to, kay dagan ka siya given. So, this is actually D prime na isbog. That's 60 mm. And then, calculate the balance steel, the steel ratio from the balance section. Diba mo na siya itong equation? That's 0.85 FC prime beta 1. FY 600 over 600 plus FY. And matic 0.85 atong FY ani, beta because 28 MPa man atong FC prime. So that's 0.85 times 28 times 0.85 all over 415. Quantity 600 all over 600 plus 415. Simplify. That is 0.02882. Muna si balance section. Calculate the maximum steel ratio for a tension controlled section. So that's 3 over 8, 0.85 FC prime beta 1 all over Fy. Mo ni siya. 3 over 8, 0.85 times 28 times beta 1 again ha is 0.85 tungod kay imong FC prime here guys is 28 man. Wala pa siya na-exceed sa aton eh. So, matik 0.85 all over 415 na kay maximum steel ratio of 0.01828. If the beam is to support a bending moment of 240 from dead load and 195 from live load, determine the required design flexural strength of the section. So, kabaluta nga, this is the governing equation gihatag kaganiha, loading combination. So, that's 1.2 times 240 kay dead load man na, plus 1.6 then times 195, which is from the live load. Simplify na kay answer to be 600 kilonewton meters. So, sayon ra. Automatic ra siya nga plug in 1, 2, 3. So, those are the problems, example number 3.1 to 3.3. Now, if we are to determine the 28 mm bars required as reinforcement, so, di ba, I want you to recall this flow chart. Always ganin ninyo timan-an nga steps when you design. First is dapat ma-obtain nimo si moment. Pag makuha na nimong moment, kuha nimo si coefficient of resistance. After ni coefficient of resistance, kuha nimo steel ratio, kuha nimo si minimum steel ratio and si maximum steel ratio. I-compare nimo if unsay sakto nila, then goods na mo na nimong gamiton, and then next is you will be getting your area of steel reinforcement, and finally is to get the number of bars. So since wala man tay gibago sa atong mga loadings, and that means to say nga katong unsay MU atong last which is 600 kilonewton meter mo na ni atong gamiton sa atong pag-solve para sa coefficient of resistance which is your Rn. So Rn now is equal to MU all over phi BD squared, and then ana diba to flexure is 0.9. So that is just 600 E6, or it's just 600,000 times 600 times 10 to the power of 6, parehera na sila, 600 E6 all over 0.9 times 300 which is B, and then D which is 618. Take note, ayo gid mo kalimot aning squared, always gid ga kalimot ang uban ani, malimot gid og squared. So that is the coefficient of resistance to be 5.818 MPa. Now, after Rn, unsa may kwaon? Steel ratio, minimum o maximum. So, this is the governing equation for the steel ratio. That's 0.85 Fc prime all over Fy, quantity 1 minus square root of 1 minus 2Rn all over 0.85 Fc prime. So, unsa may yung nga value diri? Diba si Rn lang? So, kung unsay Rn diri mo na siya imong plug in diri nga equation ay. Dire. So, that's 0.85 times 28 all over 4, 15. Quantity 1 minus square root of 1 minus 2 times 5.818 all over 0.85 times 28. Simplify na to si steel ratio, natin makuha nga 0.01635. And minimum steel ratio, kung imo ni silang i-compare, plug in, di ba kay 28 MPa, di ba less than siyang 31.36, sure ko, kanina mong govern. Pero since, for formalities, ipakita, ni govern yun siya. So, kanina siya. Kung gadali mo, kabalo naman mo ato, FC prime, so matik kanina ang gamita. And then your maximum, giun sa pagkuha si maximum, na solve na kaganiha, di ba? Sa previous problems rather. So that's 0.01828. Now, let's check the relationship of these three. This one, your steel ratio, your minimum, and your maximum steel ratio. Check na to ang mga relationship ana nila. So, since your steel ratio of 0.01635 is greater than rho minimum of 0.003373 but is less than your maximum of 0.01828, so that means okay ra day nga kaniya mong gamiton. Kani siya ang gamita. So, unsa may after ni rho? Diba? AS. So, what's the equation for AS? Diba? That's rho BD. So, that is 0.01635 multiplied by your base which is 300, and then your depth to be 618. So, you will be now getting AS of 3031.29 square millimeters. And after ni AS, unsa may sunod? diba? That's the number of bars. And how do you obtain the number of bars? Pila ang steel reinforcement nga area all over nimo sa area per bar. So, di ba naman to kay 28 mm bars man. So, that's 3031.29 all over pi over 28 squared. So, pila man ka bars ang may yield. So, that's 4.92. And again, basta mga inani nga mga scenario, mga steel reinforcement, cross-section, automatic, round up ka. So, that's now 5 pieces of 28 mm bar. That's the final answer for this problem. And now, we are down to our last problem. Example number 4. So, okay pa man tano. So far, masabtan ra siya. So, I hope so. So, for example number 4, a reinforced concrete rectangular bar has a width of 300 mm and a total depth of 480. It is simply supported over a span of 5 meters and steel strength is 420 MPa and concrete strength is 28 MPa. So that's your Fy and Fc prime. Concrete cover is 70 mm from the centroid of the steel area. So take note, effective concrete cover na dito siya. And unit weight of concrete is 23.5 kN per meter cube. Other than its weight, the beam carries a superimposed dead load of 18 kN per meter and a live load of 14 kN per meter and use 25 mm diameter bars in one horizontal layer only and stirrup diameter is 10 mm. First is kuha na to si area of steel reinforcement or your AS. Now, kuha na to si required spacing in the longitudinal bars, that's SC. And then kuha na to si design moment. Ano na siya? So, mo ni siya ang diagram mo ni siya ang diagram sa worded problem. So, given, gi-summarize na to siya diri kay guot na. Okay? So, after this, compute the required area of steel reinforcement. So, again, steps in designing. So, diri na data taman. Area AS. So, wala na ning N. So, now, unsa pa man eh? MU. Nano ba tayo MU? Wala. So, MU, kay makuha na siya sa WU because this is simply supported. So, pero take note, pilay dead load nato, self-weight plus superimposed. Kay ang gihatag, di ba kaganiha is just superimposed ng mga loads. And need na wag-account sa iyang self-weight or sa weight sa beam. So, how do you get that? That is 23.5 times the height and times 0.3. 0.48 times 0.3 plus din ka sa superimposed which is 18. Now, dead load is 21.384 kilonewton meter. And live load is just the same. Kaya wala may contributing self-weight ang live load. Dead load naman na siya. So now, plug that in, the dead load and the live load. So that's 1.2 times 21.384, nara. Plus 1.6 times 14, naka-uniformly distributed load of 48.061 kilonewton meter. Wala pa sa MU. Pero take note, ana, di ba to kagani niya? It's a simply supported beam. So, recall that the maximum moment for simply supported beam is just MU is equals to WU L squared over 8. So, since na naman tayo uniform distributed load, so that's 48.061 times 5 as gikan si 5 squared. That's L squared and L is actually 5M as per problem. Divided by that with 8. So, that's 150.19 kilonewton meter. So, goods na ta sa MU. Unsa may next? RN, di ba? Rn can be obtained using this equation mu all over phi bd squared. So that's 150.19 E6 all over 0.9 times 300 times 410 squared. Naka-answer nga 3.309 MPa. What's next? Steel ratio, di ba? Kung ano mo steel ratio, plug that in unsa may baguan ni niya. The coefficient of resistance, di ba? Rn, that's 3.309. And simplify this steel ratio equation, nakamakuha nga 0.0085189. So if makuha na nimo, unsa may next? Compare nimo sa minimum. Pero take note, FY, sure ko, FC prime is 28, sure ko mo govern ang second equation gyapon. Mao ni govern. Mas obviously mas dako gyud si 0.003333. So giunsa ni sila pagkuha, plug in ang nimong FC prime 28 and then FY is 420. And then take note the relationship okay raman. Si rho minimum is actually less than the still ratio which is 0.85 0.0085. So okay ra nga kaning imong gamiton. So next is AS, which is maong pangutana sa problem. That's 0.0085189 times nimo sa base which is 300 and times 410 which is the effective depth. Simplify this equation. Na kay makuha nga answer to be 1047.82 square millimeters. And that's the final answer for this problem. Okay? Next problem is compute the required spacing between longitudinal bars. And take note na nakoy gidrawing dira nga stirrups. Diba? N is equals to AS over AB. Since na naman tayo nakuha nga AS, ang atong goal is mabawa na to pila di kabuk maglinya dira nga bars. Wala pa man ta kabalo pila and pila gamiton nga diameter sa bars. That is 25 mm. So that's 1047.82 divided by nimo sa area per bar. Makakuha day daw tag 2.13 or that is 325 mm bars. So that means to say na day 3 pieces. Tanong diagram tulo na. Gani oh. Okay, tulo na sila. Kung gani isa ra. For illustration purposes ra magud to siya. Now, since tulo man, di ba, we will have to check the beam width if sufficient siya. Dito ta magkuha. So beam width, di ba? Mao ni siya tong SC which is mao siya ang ginapapangita. So same sa atong lecture 1, di ba? B is equals to duha ka CC. Ana di ba is 50 to kaganiha, ay 40 rather. Wala gingon pero as per code lang. Plus 2 DS. Nganong duha man ka DS, duha ka stirrups. Plus tulo ka diameter sa bar and then duha ka SC. So simplify. Plug in mo si 300, 'di ba? 300 300 mm mong beam width. Tapos duha ka CC as per code lang na 40 kung dili given 40 gamita oy. Plus 2 ka diameter of stirrups kani daw gray here. So that's 10. Now, plus tulo ka diameter sa bar. So, that's 25 mm as per problem. And then, plus 2 ka SC. Asag, nganong kablo man ka nga 2 ka SC, diba? That's just N minus 1. Para makuha mo pila ka box spacing ang kinahanglan. So, that is 60 mm. Pero, let's check muna if pasar ba siya sa minimum spacing. Diba, unsa to atong tulo ka comparison, diba? That's 25 dB and 4/3 of diameter of aggregates. So 20 mm lang atong gigamit. 15 at 15 tapos 20 mm. So always kini mo govern kay 25 mo ra gina. So SC mean now is 25 mm which is largest, diba, ang minimum spacing. And comparing that to your actual spacing, and since the relationship mas dako man si SC kang SC minimum, so that means to say final answer for this problem is just SC is equals to 60 mm. Ano lang siya. So for the next problem, compute the design moment capacity. So similar na ang katsada bitaw na ning RC no kay ano ra gyud siya, procedural. So buto sa what prepare solution. Basta makasabot lang ka sa concept o sa flow process niya. So, again, equate nimo si compression o si tension, expound, that's 0.85 FC prime ABW is equals to ASFS, FY rather. So, kuhaan sa nato sa AS para dili kita sa itong equation, that's pi over 4, 25 squared times 3, kabalo na ba itang 3 na. Di naman po to na to pwede to magamit itong AS nga nasod kaganiha tungod kay giround up na ba nato from 2.13 bars gihimo na natong 3. So obviously mas dako na dapat atong AS here. So that's 1472.62. So, that is 0.85, 28, unknown C8, 300, 1472.62, 420. Simplify, kuha na to si compression block of 86.62. And, di ba? Kuha na to si C. That is beta times C, and FC prime is 28. So, kabalot nga, that's just 0.85. Diba? So, equation na to is A over beta 1, that's 86.62, all over 0.85, mas dako gyud siya value. So, that's 101.91. So, check if nag-yield ang atong steel. So, Fs, actual stress, minus C, that's 410 minus 101.91 all over 101.91. That's 1813. So, obviously, mas dako gyud siya kang 1,000. So, unsa may pasabot ana basta mas dako siyang 1,000. 'Di ba? It's tension control. So, nganong kinahanglan man nga ma-determine nato if asa siya na zone because para makabalot ta kung unsa ang strength reduction factor nga gamiton. So, that is 0.9. So, 'di ba mo na itong equation? That's design moment capacity. That's your strength reduction factor, then nominal ning sulod, ASFY. Tension, manggod always ako ang ganahan gamiton. Ako lang, naanad lang dyan ko nga ASFY. Kani mga okay, dagan kay type ASFY ra kung kinahanglan diri, oh, goods na. Kay kung C pa ni diri, pwede naman actually nga 0.85 FC prime EBW, try ganin ninyo. Same na siya answer. Pero kay, mas gamay, mag-i-type ang ASFY. So, ASFY, jud akong ginagamit. So, D minus A2. So, ano siya? 0.9, quantity 1472 AS, 0.62 times Fy, which is 420, then D, which is 410, minus 86.2, that's A all over 2. Simplify, divided by 2, 1,000 squared. So, naka-answer is 204.12 kilonewton per meter. So, I think, ano pa ba? Ano pa ba yung next, ani? So, okay. See ya. So, I think that's the end of our discussion for this evening. So, again, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, just approach me. Again, our laboratory 2 will be on Tuesday for 3N and then Thursday for 3M. So, by that time, I will also be giving you your assignments. Assignment number 2 na, I guess, no? Sakto ba ko? So, yeah. Bye, guys.